is that I believe in process, and that process is in service to democracy. By that I mean, we need a local government that is responsive to the needs of the people who live here, first and foremost, and includes the people who live here in the decision-making process early enough for it to actually make a difference. That's not happening as well as it should, if at all, right now. We also need a city government that's transparent. Both the council, which does the lion's share of its work, in fact, basically all of it, behind closed doors, out of sight of the public. Same with the city staff. You're trying to get information about how they're doing their decision-making and how they're doing their research. Good luck to you. It's like pulling teeth trying to get that information most of the time. Without transparency, without insight into how decisions are being reached, there's no way to hold decision makers accountable, because we don't understand how they arrived at the choices they did. Who were they talking to? Who were they listening to? Who had a voice in the process? Most of the time, it ain't us. So, my pledge to our city is, if I'm on city council, every week I'm going to publish a report about matters that are coming before city council. Who I talked to, what we talked about, any documents they shared with me. And every week I'm going to be out in the community talking to you and to your neighbors, soliciting your views on those matters. And I'm going to add that to the report as well, so that week by week you will be able to follow how my views on this topic are evolving, and you will have had an opportunity to influence those views. Community advocacy groups, neighborhood associations, places where people are working, places where people are recreating. I'm going to be there, I'm going to be talking to you. People on council, for the most part, treat it as a part-time job. And well, they should, because it pays crap. Which is why there are a huge chunk of our community that are not represented on council, because people can't afford to do it. I'm lucky. I own my house outright, and I can live a very frugal lifestyle. I can afford to live on $17,000 a year, which is what it pays. So I will treat it as a full-time job, because our city deserves someone who treats it as a full-time job. Most of those other folks, they're real estate agents. By the way, I do have a real estate license, full disclosure. I haven't done a deal in about 4 years, but I do have a real estate license. They're lawyers, you know, they run big not-for-profits or whatever. They can afford to work part-time as a city council member. But that also means that it comes with that bubble from their professional lives, which they bring to the job. I've never understood why it is that people who are supposed to be representing the whole city are not communicating with residents about what they're doing. That seems to me like job one for someone who's in that position of public trust. My whole career is in communication.